This is a certified hood classic.
These bitches are hating on swag. 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 Shout out, yeah. 40-ounce ring, 24 karat gold. I could buy a bitch a world if she fit the mold. I'ma make a bitch dance like she on a pole. Bitch asking for a chance, but she sold her soul. Doubling cups, all the ones that I trust, I won't ever go switch, yeah, it's never enough. I go back and forth with the thoughts on my head, think about shit that I said, yeah, I can't even trust. I got blood on my hands, I got blood on my pants, I got bitches that kiss me and get in my pants just to get in a band off the rip like a band-aid. Work that I had paid, something I can't say. Bitches be tripping, they act like a matinee. In the kitchen, cooking up like a pantry. Think it's sweet, I ain't talking about candy. Fuck a bitch, yeah, I think her name Tammy. Bad bitch, yeah, she gave me a handy. How I'm doing, yeah, I told that bitch dandy. Fuck on the beach, dick getting sandy. Fuck a bitch in the back of a Camry. Holla, I'm way too high. Holla, I'm up in the sky. Holla, this bitch telling lies. Yo bitch in my eyes, I make her ass cry. I'm fucking this bitch and I don't need to try. Down on my knees, baby, please, yeah, the weight of the world, yeah, it's too much on me. Just to be a man, I'll admit I was wrong, I'll work on the stress that be hanging on me. I've been yelling for days, baby, answer my pleas. Texting my ex, I've been spreading my seed. To other gardens, I've been guarding my mind like a castle, just come save me, please. Stressing all night, yeah, the dead on my mind, it ain't nothing compared to the guilt that's inside. I've been led astray, I feel compromised. The bed that I laid is layered in lies. I'm praying for better days just to come this way, cause I need to be cleansed.
Hello.
Hey.
Ah.
What's up? We need to play that Wee Woo clip.
Wii U? I don't know if I have that.
That Wee Woo clip from your
Okay.
son with Rogue's food. That's what that
Okay.
reminded me of in chat.
I got to chop it up. The only thing I got is air horns.
Wee woo,
Just
wee
as
woo.
good.
Welcome to Wednesday, where we gather and pray to our Lord and Savior, Face God.
D-Bird. Oh.
Oh.
I come to celebrate the greatness of me. I assumed you guys showed up for the same reason.
Definitely not. No. Not why I'm here.
Missing out.
Don't
My
feel like
followers get special perks. 10%
What kind of perks
off
do they get?
all merch. 10% off merch in the D-Bird store. So one feature a year.
it. Per fan or just in general one feature a year?
For
everybody.
One feature for everybody.
That's what
And
I
it's
thought.
kind of like a round robin, like a lottery style. Yeah.
How does one get a raffle ticket to the D-Bird feature? Do they have to like pray to your Little Caesars statue or, get you a coupon code?
Yeah, mostly they have to film themselves planking on the counter of a Little Caesars. That's the best way to do it.
Did you participate in that tomfoolery when planking was a cultural phenomenon?
You know
I'm
he did.
Sure I did. I'm sure I did.
Is there video evidence?
Nope. Hard nope.
Okay. Just curious.
Did you?
No.
Or was that just kind of a white bread thing?
No, I mean, famously, Joe Budden has some very high profile planking pictures. I think he was on like the roof on the chimney for one of them at his house. He had some pretty good planking pictures, but it didn't circulate to my neck of the woods, unfortunately. No.
Nikki, were you a planker?
Nah. I mean, my sisters, I'm pretty sure planked. I knew what it was. I watched people do it. I didn't. I
Is
didn't
that
do it.
is that
I might have like laid on the floor joking around and been like,
is that voyeurism?
napping.
If you like watch somebody else plank, like you see people planking, you just go stand there and watch. Maybe.
What if you're their support, like the support plank,
I feel
the
like
support board?
I feel like anybody watching anybody can say that. It's like, yeah, I'm just here to support you.
I'm here. I'm the support board. That's
I'm here,
it.
I'm here to watch you, you know, in the bathroom stall as support.
Mhm. What in the bathroom stall? Wait,
Anyway, it's
I'm
Wednesday.
a
It's-
pirate.
who
Get
planked in
that
the bathroom
booty
stall?
on my plank bars.
Let's not do
That's
that.
like parkour. I'll run and jump off like a tree stump and yell parkour. You know,
Parkour,
I'll
parkour.
lay on the floor and plank, and then take a nap.
You do parkour?
No, but I will
Not
yell
yet.
it if I do anything that's even the slightest bit athletic and comes off the ground an inch.
I don't
It
think that's
makes
how
things exciting.
I don't think that's how that works. No. I don't think it makes it exciting. Makes you makes you seem like you have ADHD.
This is facts.
Or maybe you already do. I'm not here to judge.
This is facts.
All right, it's the last Wednesday of the month. Last Wednesday of July. Tomorrow is the last day of July. We're moving slowly into fall. I hope everybody is ready. Summer was good. Children going back to school sometime soon. Stocks are business is
Gases.
booming. Gas is going up. How much is gas there?
Yeah. In Michigan, gas is actually higher than it normally is. It's about $3.29. I got
Jesus
it for
Christ.
$3.15 the other day. That was nice. But when at the beginning of the summer it was $2.87 here.
Good lord.
But in Oregon, it's like fucking $4 a gallon. In California, it's like $5.
Thanks, Obama.
I don't know how you people live your lives out there in the streets.
How much is gas where you're at?
I have no clue. I think the last
You
time I
don't.
looked up was 30 days ago or more, like 40 days
Sheesh.
ago. Last time I think, so I have Walmart Plus, so I get 10 cents off. I think last time I paid like $2.60.
Okay, what are basic bitch gas prices out there? Nah, I got a membership, so it's cheap.
Like $2.80, maybe.
Yeah, that's how Michigan was, but now it's like high as hell. It's crazy, but not quite Oregon.
I mean, generally,
Um,
whatever the average cost is in the U.S., just subtract 30 cents, and that's what Texas is.
It was like $5. I feel like in Montana too. Might have been like
Growing
that
up.
in South Dakota.
yeah, because no one gives a fuck about those places. They're
They
dust
were
balls full
beautiful.
of-
They were beautiful. South Dakota felt like being in a train set. It was really
Both
cool.
things can be true.
Yeah, South Dakota still calls them Injuns. I know this.
And the Badlands was beautiful.
Yeah, it's a bad land full of racists.
No, the Badlands is like looks like the Grand Canyon.
Look, I'm not here to judge an entire state based on their population, but if I was, Montana, South Dakota, Wyoming, you could just get crumpled together into one piece, and then maybe your collective economy full of, good people
Good-natured people. Oh, okay.
can support itself.
You wouldn't get a several acres of land and a nice mansion in South Dakota and
Fuck no.
Idaho was really pretty too. I thought it was potatoes. There was a lot of potatoes, but it was a lot more than potatoes.
Idaho is a
That was so pretty.
hotspot of the KKK. Coeur d'Alene, one of the biggest spotlights for white supremacy. Shout out Idaho.
So that's our history segment for the night. Hope everybody learned a little bit more about Idaho and engines in South and North Dakota.
Look, I'm just trying to start fights with all the states who think Oregon ain't it, because Oregon's the best.
pretty too.
What's your
Oregon's
least
great.
favorite state
I love Oregon. My least favorite state.
other than Ohio?
Huh. Uh, I
Jeez.
don't want to hate on states.
Say one. You got
Me?
this. No, it's like Nikki. She's middle of
I
answering.
guess the other
Yeah, you
one
got
that I didn't like. I mean, like I'm not a
Just say it.
Say it.
Illinois is about basically the same and just so long to drive.
Casanova
through the
West
long
Side.
ways.
Fuck Illinois.
Oh, shots
Not even, like,
fired. Duh,
Indiana's
duh,
pretty. Indiana's actually worse than Illinois. It's so boring.
Ooh,
Birdcage.
Indiana.
Fuck Illinois.
Mm.
What's worth?
Nevada.
I
I've
love
only been to
Illinois.
Vegas in Nevada, and that sucked. But I went to Red Rock, and Red Rock Canyon was fucking sick in Nevada.
Yeah.
But I just haven't done anything like that in Illinois or in Indiana. So same thing with Ohio. I know Hocking Hills is nice, but I just haven't. We are cool.
Illinois
Indiana
has
is ass.
Chicago,
See,
though.
and if I think about it, like, yeah, Illinois has Chicago, and there's certain places that I like to go even around Chicago. I rode a camel in Pingree Grove in Illinois, so there's that. Like,
Camel?
in a camel. Indiana's just really boring. That's why I'm just not a big fan of Ohio, and I don't know.
Indiana can have like a tsunami of concrete poured over it,
No.
30 feet high, and it
No.
would cover all buildings. Because
No, we know people in Indiana and have family in
Of course
Indiana,
they
but it's
escape
just a
first,
boring
but
state,
also it sucks,
and it takes
and
really far to go
there's
through.
no difference between
Oh, I
a
have to
paved
pay
over
my
Indiana
tolls.
and existing.
I forgot about my tolls, you
I'm going to
guys.
stay neutral in Indiana because Indiana gave us Michael Jackson. So despite all the disparaging, horrible
We have
things about
family in Indiana. I just don't like to drive through them. They're just my least favorite states to drive through. That's it.
are any of your family related to Michael Jackson?
Probably not.
Damn it. Fuck Indiana.
With how much family Nikki Joe has, is probably like 2 degrees of separation.
That's what I was hoping for. I'm like, maybe somewhere along the people trade, one person birthed the Jackson. And then that gave us the Jackson 5. Huh?
Strong start.
All right. Anyway, it's Wednesday, subscriber day, so we listen to music from our subscribers and our wonderful members on YouTube and our wonderful subscribers on Discord. Listen to their music, give them some positive words of affirmation or some utter words of pure hate and disgust. But one thing that we
sorry.
What'd you say? You didn't say over, so I wasn't sure if you were done.
Over. I forgot my mic was like that. Over. I was thinking out loud.
Oh,
I'm in tech.
But one thing that we started doing is just discussing some general news topics before we get started with the subscribers. Anybody have anything interesting in the news that they would like to share or discuss with your fellow comrades in the chat and on the stream?
I've got a question for you guys. Are you watching Netflix's smash hit Building the Band?
No.
Building the Band. Netflix.
I know of it, but I'm not watching it, no.
Nikki, do you have a TV?
It's a crazy question.
But yeah, I had to think about it.
Valid
Not
question.
of my own, but yes. Well, I mean, I guess I do. Yeah, I have my tablet
Okay.
and my laptop.
You hold on there, Ray Stans. Florida is not famously trash. It just births a lot of trash.
Hey man, I've had lost thousands of dollars in Florida.
The state
Fuck
of Florida
Tampa.
is fine. It's just the inhabitants that make it
I've
a
lost
utter
family
wasteland.
in Florida. Anyways, yeah, I have a TV, let's say, of my own.
Does that TV have access to internet?
Yes.
Is that TV been powered on in the last 30 days?
I don't know.
Lost it, D-Bird. Sorry, I tried.
All right. Regardless, I haven't watched the shit either. So, Casanova, we can't get into episode by episode by episode, but basically the concept for those who may or may not have access to cable television or internet or anything else, is so you have all these contestants. It's basically like an America's Got Talent. Everyone's in these. It's like America's Got Talent meets Love is Blind, except for instead of looking to find love, they're looking to create a band from scratch. So everyone is kind of in these pods, similar to The Circle. Again, haven't seen it, so I could be describing it wrong, but they're all like singing, they're doing stuff, and then they're like, oh, you have a good voice. Oh, you can do this. Oh, we should be in a band. And then they compete with each other to form the best band. And then ultimately, like, you know, at the end of the day, people get record contracts, people get famous. As a concept, what are our thoughts on building a band? It's like Diddy's making the band too, except for with pods.
So they pick their own bandmates. There's not like a host that's saying, I want this, and this person.
I think it's one of the Backstreet Boys, and he's like, go forth, my youngins. And they all like, you, me. And then that's it. They form.
How many people will end up in the final band selection?
I don't remember the exact numbers.
Casanova. How many people end up in the band at the end?
I think a band has to be two. It's like something like 2 to 5 or 3 to 5. 5 was the max. So they're kind of doing these old school like rules.
The next WCR competition, group competitions.
God no.
And you gotta have video sessions and VCs, breakout sessions. I don't know. I'm just saying.
There's some ideas for.
I'm doing something like that for with breakout sessions for Pharmacy Week. So excited.
Only 6 bands can make. They choose bandmates. Only 6 bands can be made. Okay. Minimum 3 members, maximum 5 members. Huh.
6 bands can be made. Okay.
I think it's an interesting concept. However, I feel like what is going to likely happen because it's televised is it's just going to be a bunch of eccentric people, and maybe it's not always the most qualified or most talented. And I'm talking purely from even just a casting standpoint. I feel like the people that they selected are just good for TV, and then they hope something sparks out of it. So I don't know. I think it'll be an interesting watch if you like reality TV. I don't know that the product, especially given how America lacks artist development, I don't know that the product will be even good or long-standing.
If they did one geared more towards hip-hop, is that something that you would do?
No, I mean, think of how many hip-hop contest shows that we've had and how horrible the only successful person from a hip-hop orientated show has been Big Lotto. Like everybody else, can you name anybody other than Jen, who was like the Freestyle Friday of the 106 in Park back in the day, but even he kind of just fizzled out after one album. But name anybody else from one of the reality shows that became somebody.
Pussycat Dolls.
Who?
The Pussycat Dolls.
That's not hip-hop.
We was talking about hip hop.
They were making the bands.
They were.
Is that not hip hop? What is that considered?
D-Smoke. Yes, thanks, Ray Stan. No, it's not. Pussycat Dolls aren't hip hop.
What are they considered?
Pop. Beautiful is what they're considered.
Sure.
Who is D-Smoke?
D-Smoke was the winner of the first. What do you call it with T.I. and
Rhythm and Flow?
Yeah, the first Rhythm and Flow. D-Smoke was the winner, and then he got on as an actor too. He could rap in both like English and Spanish, which was dope. And yeah, featured role on Mayor of Kingston.
But still, I mean, look at Casanova's. Like, I don't know who D-Smoke is.
You don't know him doesn't mean it's
doesn't mean it's what
made it. Doesn't mean he didn't do a thing launching his career.
I never said that. I just asked genuinely, like, who is he? Because he's not circulated in the things that I pay attention to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he got featured on like Paramount like main show, like a main starring role in Mayor of Kingstown, and he also has dope music. Yeah, I guess he's not like charting top 100 maybe, but also I don't listen to that shit.
I mean, is it really fair to give him like film accolades for a music competition? I mean, I think we're talking about like who musically has succeeded from winning a show, and then we start talking about, oh well, he does acting now. Like that doesn't seem
Well,
correlate.
he won the money, he won his contract, and then that got him onto a new platform, which now he's acting and shit. It's like
So he's
Chino
childish.
XL.
So he's childish Gambino. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on by rapping, but oh wait, I can do a whole lot better and pivot to acting.
Dude, ATL, great show.
Never seen it.
Crazy. It's crazy.
I am crazy. That's true. But no, I mean, I think just in general speak, I'll educate myself on D Smoke, but I think every time that we watch
the Grammys,
I think
Casanova
every time that we've watched a hip hop reality show, they make a gimmick more so out of hip hop, and they put people in comical situations that I don't think really reflects what being a musician and artist really should be about. Like, I mean, I know we watched the White Rapper show, and it was more like comedy than it was like actual reality. But even in that shit is like, go rap to the neighborhood people. Like, what are we doing here? Like, in making the band, like famously, like Diddy shutting down the studio every other day because they did something wrong. Oh, well, you don't know Biggie's verse to this song? I'm shutting down the studio and making you go walk and get cheesecake. It's just a bunch of silly shit, and I feel like that happens in American TV. On the flip side, if you've ever watched any of the K-pop shows, they basically start artists off in like 12 years old. Like, you train from 12 to like 16, 18 before you can even debut. Like, and they follow people around with cameras, and like it feels more manufactured in their end, but I feel like the artists are actually more polished than American acts. So it's like, it's a catch-22. Either you get a more polished act that's manufactured, or you just get a bunch of random fucks who are entertaining, and they're just like, I just want people who have, followers on social media. As far as this making the band show on Netflix, I think it's an interesting concept. I just don't know that these people will actually get along with each other to have a long-standing band.
kind of makes me think of Love is Blind, where you just have a bunch of desperate fucks who are either desperate for attention, fame, or desperate to get married to anyone. And they're all like good looking enough that no one's going to be like, ew, and then run out the door. Right. But at the same time, you're only dating within a pool of like 20 people, whereas out in the world, you have unlimited options. Right. Well, some of us. But you know what I'm saying? So like in these pods, there's only so many people, and there's only so many combinations of people whose styles might even work together. So that's what is interesting about this is like the people that stumble into these bands, you know, are you making the best band you can, or are you just making a thing and just like, I don't know, see how it goes. And is that bad? Is it bad to just say, I don't know, how's this? Let's make music.
Yeah, totally bad. Like it can make and break your whole trajectory. Like if you make the wrong choices with the people you align yourself with. So, I mean, that's why I say it's, the opportunity. You get on Netflix, you get your, 15 minutes of fame, you get a record contract at the end. But at the same time, like, what if the person that you're with turns out to be, I don't know, tried for RICO and sex trafficking 20 years later? Like, now your name is attached to everything that they were associated with.
Word. Well, I'm just waiting for the call for Squid Games. So
That's
where I'll bring out the rap.
Did you fill out the application?
No. They'll call me. They're gonna call.
They'll just call you off the strength.
I mean, they emailed me off the strength.
They emailed you to apply, not because they're like, we need you on the show.
No, I interpreted it differently.
Okay. All right. Well, Casanova says, shut the fuck up and let's get to the show. Sending the Cash app in. So we got a tip to get some music going. Going to listen to the songs, give it rating 1 through 10, give it our thoughts on our first listen, and let folks know what we think, and keep it moving along. Go from top to bottom. If anybody at any time decides that they are tired of listening to Casanova and him talk about his exes and how awesome that he is, you can do like he did, and you can tip or gift a sub and jump to the front of the line. But for right now, he's first.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Got a couple of them.
I made a twerk song for my newlyweds, the bride and her bridesmaids, to dance to at the reception. No video? The fuck?
What would you expect out of the video?
I mean, it probably wouldn't be arousing because, you know, we all have internet. That's not what that's for. But it would be entertaining. Maybe some good dance moves.
Okay.
Probably a splits. I think, okay, I don't know this for sure. Casanova, keep me honest. I bet one of them did the splits and then twerked as well. Probably a bridesmaid.
Which is more impressive, acrobatics or pole dancing?
Is acrobatics. Pole dancing is hard as fuck. You have to be acrobatic to pole dance, and you gotta have a lot of fucking strength, or you're gonna smash your
I know
face.
some pole dancers who couldn't do a flip. They're separate, mutually exclusive.
Like, do they go upside down on the pole?
Yeah. Just because you can
They
hang
can't do
upside down
that.
on a
That's a
solid
lot of
object.
strength.
It's
That's
strength.
a lot of strength.
It's strength, but it's not agility. Like telling me I can hold onto a pole with my legs and twirl around doesn't mean I can flip and maintain my balance and land on my feet.
Hmm.
All right, fuck it. Here's wedding day.
Acrobatics.
Hey yo, Cass, my girl finna get married, and she need a song to shake her ass to. I know you got one.
For sure, 290 shit. Yeah. Okay, now y'all just walk that out. Now y'all on God locked in forever. Put your hands up, shake, don't let her. Throw that ass, your friends gon' catch her. If they single, let them prove it. This your moment, your attention. Girl, you married your conditions. Throw them ones like she a stripper. Damn.
Clap, 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 clap. It's your wedding day. Clap, clap, clap. Shake that ass. It's your wedding day. Clap, 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 clap. It's your wedding day. Clap, clap, clap. Shake that ass. It's your wedding day.
You did your big one, I acknowledge. Have his kids that don't regardless. Where y'all finish, y'all best friends from chasing exes where y'all started. Kick the motherfucking shoes off. Feel like you just graduated. Drop it on your man, reach for his hand and stay communicated. Shake it like you got no manners, but everybody know you playing. She too elegant, she do her shit and follow goals she making. And you got some fine ass friends that's trying to date. They not looking below no 8. Don't bring no bullshit to they face. Okay, now y'all just walk that out. Now y'all on God locked in forever. Put your hands up, shake, don't let her. Throw that ass, your friends gon' catch her. If they single, let them prove it. This your moment, your attention. Girl, you married your conditions. Throw them ones like she a stripper. Damn.
Clap, 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 clap. It's your wedding day. Clap, clap, clap. Shake that ass. It's your wedding day. Clap, 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 clap. It's your wedding day. Clap, clap, clap. Shake that ass. It's your wedding day.
You got a real anniversary. What y'all got would never move. When y'all getting private, better ride them on that honeymoon. Set goals and intentions, build and start traditions. But right now, just make it work just like it's going out of business, baby. Make sure your family hype you. If they don't, that don't bother you. That shit is not an issue. Y'all want out the best in your partner, using your heart as stencils. Put that to the side, your hands go up and drop it like a missile. Now y'all just walk that out. Now y'all on God locked in forever. Put your hands up, shake, don't let her. Throw that ass, your friends gon' catch her. If they single, let them prove it. This your moment, your attention. Girl, you married your conditions. Throw them ones like she a stripper. Damn.
Clap, 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 clap. It's your wedding day. Clap, clap, clap. Shake that ass. It's your wedding day. Clap, 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 clap. It's your wedding day. Clap, clap, clap. Shake
Chicago
that
shit.
ass. It's your wedding
Let's go.
day.
290 shit. Everybody that's getting married, I don't give no fuck where you at. I don't care if you elegant or not. I don't even care if you ratchet.
Illinois shit.
Bitch, shake that ass.
Shake that ass. It's your wedding day.
All right, that was Wedding Day by Casanova West Side for the Newlyweds.
I don't know if you can see on the monitor, but I was making it clap that whole time.
I'm glad I didn't see that.
No, this was fun. I think you understood the assignment and executed perfectly. The way he projects, like his delivery is just so strong, and then he really attacked that beat in a perfect way. I take it back. I don't think anyone did the splits to that song, but I do think they had a good time. So that's that. There's that. There was a couple just things off the top that I would say if you were to like go back to think about, I think it would be fun to add like an actual clap sound to the female vocal when she's saying clap, clap, clap. Like I just kind of heard that and I was like, oh, that's just a suggestion that I would make. I think that would sound fun. There was one lyric in there where he's like, if your family doesn't support you, don't think about that shit. It's like, wow, kind of a deep cut in the middle of this dance song. There's a couple moments where you're like, oh shit, ouch. Like I'm drunk and I'm twerking, but now I'm starting to think, like where's my Tio? I don't know. Yeah, so that was interesting. The other thing is there was one line that was off on the first verse where it just got off the flow a little bit. I should have wrote it down. Doesn't fucking matter. You probably know where it is. But overall solid. I'll give it a 9.
A 9?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I had fun with it. It's a fun 9.
That's all it takes from you, right? Well,
yeah. I mean, I can be like technical, and I did. But a 9 for me for how I feel.
Yeah, I think it's a fun track. I think the recommendation for the clap would go well. The one thing I was thinking about the hook is I think it was almost like I was listening to Sexy Red and Drake, basically. I feel like the contrast between the female's voice and your voice was super strong. So maybe if you had a layer in there, it would kind of reduce the huge jump in the vocal tone. Not that it was like super off-putting, but I think it just feel a little bit more well-rounded as a chant to have you chanting in the background as well. Because, you know, nobody goes to the strip club and just sits there in silence. You got to tell them to clap as well. So
I mean,
what is it? A no talking strip club?
Just in the corner, like
one of those headphone only strip clubs. You listen, you walk in, it's complete silence. Everybody has headphones on. And strippers are just dancing with headphones on.
Silent disco, but in a strip club.
Yeah,
Business I love idea. Discos. They're fun. I have such a blast.
But yeah, I think if you added a layer of your vocals on there, it would help add to the chanting aspect of it a bit. I'm gonna go out on a wild take here and say, like, it was with Bird pointing out, you know, the aspect of one piece of the lyrics. It was almost a little bit overly lyrical for this kind of song, but I think that's your lane, and I don't think that it necessarily becomes a bad song because of that. But I wonder if this is a wedding day song, can it be a little bit more simplistic but still have that same essence of what you do as an artist? Just a thought to ponder. But if I take myself out of the mind frame of it being a wedding song, then it's a strip club song, and in that sense it works. I'll give it a 7.5. Like, I feel like it's missing something from the Casanova repository of attributes that gives it that, damn, this was a very good one. And I feel like it's just because it's more of a general topic and it's not something necessarily that you're writing from the perspective of, this actually happened to me. Let me tell you guys about the shit that this person did to me. Like, I think I've kind of gotten attached to those kind of details from you, whereas this is more of a general take of like, okay, let's get out and let's have some fun. So it's more of a general track than it is a specific track. So I think that's why I'm kind of just said it's an okay track. 7.5.
I just want specifics of when someone was twerking on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Sent to his inbox.
preferably on video, without you on it. Just her.
I like this. I thought that it was fun. Hi, Vampire. And I think that I get it for a fun party song. Like Deeber and them said, you did the assignment. You know, I thought you had a good, consistent flow throughout it. I feel like the energy was fun and upbeat. I feel like I agree with adding something to the claps. You know, like you got to have like actual clapping or something behind it, just to really. That's got to be the part that you really. You shake that ass. You gotta have a good solid like snare or something to fucking really hit those ass cheeks too. Anyways, uh, but I'm sure that my stream is ass, so I hope that you can hear me. But I thought that it was fun overall. I think that yeah, just a little more balance in like the hook and the parts where you know you have her at in there, and I think this would be, you know, just even better. I'm at an 8 for it. I felt like some of the bass could have, you know, hit harder, but some of it kind of felt like it was like crunchy. But I'm also have these, so I'm not sure if it's crunchy bass or if I wanted it to hit harder in other ways. It felt like the actual beat, the percussion was a little lackluster in.
All right, got a tip from P Cash. Welcome to the show, P Cash. Got a gifted sub from Mr. Classy.
What's up,
So we-
Classy?
We got one more track from Casanova's tip, and then we'll get to P Cash and then Classy. Here is his square up track for round 6. Topic of self-acceptance, the dark side of self-acceptance. Bird, have you accepted your dark side?
Nope. I struggle with it every day.
Fair enough.
If you can't handle this, you might want to leave. If not, hang tight. Let me tell the story. Yeah.
There ain't nothing like no salty nigga that can't take life. He ruined his, so he take his vengeance on a little hype. 8 a.m., take it to the park, cause he need the smoke. Life is high, finalize divorce, left him more than broke. Daughter gone, yeah, she made sure she thought of that shit too. Left him blue, sitting in the park till around noon. Phone call, boss from his job, said the drawers wrong, not long. After that shit, he promised he was done. In his bag, gripping something cold, he packed him a gun. Travel far, got it from 71st and Dobson. Off a hood nigga that's dodging cops up on a run, and he clutched it, saying life ain't worth it. The next nigga walk by him, he gon' smoke him. Pow, mine just click, no sounds. Sure enough, a nigga Steve walked around that bush, couldn't be more than 18, looking grown as fuck. If you saw his smile, you watch a slow motion, looking right off his shoulder. Steve noticed him and moved over, but something's off in his eyes. See, Steve was shocked and surprised to see this dude in his ride, staring him down, filling him out, saying no words but speaking real loud. That shit, it felt foul the way he get down. This dude is a clown, but he didn't answer. Pulled it out his bag and shot around up on the pavement, blood up in his face and his lungs. He died in seconds.
It's hard to accept it, I really don't feel accepted. So I accept it, forgetting all my blessings and taking the devil's hand. Goddamn, I'm not accepted. So I accept it, forgetting all my blessings and taking the devil's hand. Goddamn, I'm not accepted. Shit. I said, goddamn, I'm not accepted. Yeah, okay.
Now back to the shooter, running and ditching the Ruger. Don't got time to think it, rest in peace. Steve packed in a cooler, then he hearing sirens. That was quick, I wonder who was watching. He finally slapped with no conscience, getting away was the problem. He threw a brick at a cop, messed with the wires and started. It took a minute to rev it, that it sound like it farted. Now we seeing berries and cherries, they fast. Now let's banana split, slam the gas. Honda did the dash, no going back from this. Helicopter
sound like
spotted
it
him.
farted.
6 to 7 squad cars doing about 110. Trying to keep up with the product of an unstable man. Hit the E-way the wrong way, speed around the bend. White lights fill this view, they better move, cause he gritting his teeth, slamming the gas through his shoes. Then fuck it, closed his eyes, now it's coming. And he smiled as he did the car flip. My nigga is lights out, fuck.
It's hard to accept it, I really don't feel accepted. So I accept it, forgetting all my blessings and taking the devil's hand. Goddamn, I'm not accepted. So I accept it, forgetting all my blessings and taking the devil's hand. Goddamn, I'm not accepted. I said, goddamn, I'm not accepted. I said, damn.
Right, that was Dark Acceptance by Casanova Westside. Casanova Westside. I like that. I like the verses a lot. I think this was the Casanova that I've come to enjoy. The storytelling with vivid details and vivid descriptions. I think the only thing that I'm uncertain on is how the hook sounds. I get it. It's like a conscious thought. I wonder if maybe it needs like another layer or two to like kind of give that, I don't know, demonic kind of sound to it, where it's like, you know, usually people have a demon talking to them. It's talking in multiple voices simultaneously. Not necessarily that this is a demon, but if you're talking about dark acceptance, it would kind of like fall in that realm. I don't know, just something about the hook feels either very wordy or just missing some sort of effect on it to kind of make it really pop in and work for me. But I still like the track overall. I love the verses, especially the first verse. I give it an 8.5.
You want me to go?
Here you go. Oh shit.
I was waiting for you, but by all means, please, Miss Nikki Joe.
All right, I like this overall. I thought that your lyricism was on point. Did you say that it sounded like you farted in it? It made me laugh. Like, you said farted. But that's because I'm a child. I thought that your flow was great and everything. I agree the hook needs to be jazzied up in some way or another. I think that the sound effects kind of overcrowd it, but having, you know, layers or something that does add some more of an effect that enhances the vocal and the words that you're saying rather than taking the attention away from them by putting it on, like, you know, the police sirens and stuff, really needs to be done in the hook. That's my main note about this. I thought that you had a good performance overall throughout it. I think that it was engaging and very, very, you know, your lyricism was really good. It was a really good storytelling song, just like Dice said. I'm at an 8 for this one.
Yeah. I felt the same way about the hook. The way I was going to go with it was like, it sounds like it was pitched down, but just not quite the right tone. Like, I think there's either slightly down, probably one more level, just adjusting the knob just a little bit to make that tone kind of hit with the beat and make it feel more comfortable is kind of what I had in my mind. Like, I thought it was well written, well delivered. The other thing that kind of threw me off a little bit, technically speaking, was like that beat was very unique, right? You have these kind of banging 808s kind of the whole time. And this is where, like, I understand where people might have gotten ear fatigue from my last submission for the Song League. I was like, what the fuck? This is some of the dopest shit. But I was like rapping super fast and a lot was happening. And this was kind of like not a ton was happening, but there was a very loud 808 that kind of took the presence and took the forefront of everything. And then so the layer of rapping on it, you did it really well, but I found myself having to focus to like keep track of the words. So maybe that could be fixed with turning the backing vocal or the backing instrumental down just a little bit, or turning your vocals up just a little bit, so I wouldn't have to focus so hard on like making out the individual words. I'll still give it an 8 though, because it's really well written and I think it's a great piece.
What up, Swag Lean? Welcome to the show.
Mr. Swag.
Thank you for the intro track where you said bitches about 30 times in the span of 3 minutes. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we got you on the intro. I don't know if you missed that.
All right, next up, got a tip from P Cash. P Cash has a track here with himself and Boofy. This is called Lifestyle.
I had to beat the odds of shit unlikely. Why they smile in my face but try to spite me? How they hate me when they wanna be just like me? It's that lifestyle, it's enticing. I don't brag, bitch on him, it speak for itself. I be dropping gems. I got my face card built up, bitch, I'll swipe it. I got that good credit, I don't check prices. It's time to invest, go cut the check. Doubled up my bench press, got a lot up on my chest.
Got me in the gym, I up my weight. I just got a new bitch, had to go and upgrade you.
I just had to risk it, tryna double up a play. I had to go and put them chips in, tryna go and up stakes.
I'm just betting on my life, winning one at a time. And if I gotta hold this L, I'ma stay smiling.
I had to beat the odds of shit unlikely. Why they smile in my face but try to spite me? How they hate me when they wanna be just like me? It's that lifestyle, it's enticing. I don't brag, bitch on him, it speak for itself. I be dropping gems. I got my face card built up, bitch, I'll swipe it. I got that good credit, I don't check prices.
I gotta stay on point, I ain't stepping at that light, nigga. You think this shit is funny, nigga? I be hustling on my life, nigga. I'm tryna get it right, nigga. Don't make me out this pipe, nigga. I'm too skinny to fight, nigga. Better get the fuck out the way. I'm talking to my conscience. I'm looking left and right, they told me go play shit with caution. There's one too many options, and I know what today is gon' bring. We sit at the same table, but we ain't the same.
I had to beat the odds of shit unlikely. Why they smile in my face but try to spite me? How they hate me when they wanna be just like me? It's that lifestyle, it's enticing. I don't brag, bitch on him, it speak for itself. I be dropping gems. I got my face card built up, bitch, I'll swipe it. I got that good credit, I don't check prices.
Good credit. Don't check prices. That was P Cash and Boofy with Lifestyle. What do we think about that one?
I'll just give you my first reaction. The first minute and 20 seconds just felt kind of basic to me. It's like a lot of auto-tune. Kind of the writing isn't that interesting to me. It sounds decent, but just kind of sounds like everything else out there. And then I was kind of like, oh man, I hope that's not kind of the rest of it. And then P Cash came in with his signature P Cash energy, and it's like, oh, he just kind of elevated the rest of the track and kind of brought that energy to it, right? It's just one of those things where you can just be that hype kind of sing-songy voice gets me every time. I'm like, that's dope. But yeah, I didn't like the hook, and just it kind of felt meh to me until that part. So I'd give this one a 7.
Yeah, I didn't like this song. I feel like this was a song Boofy gave to P Cash and said, hey man, you're dope. Can you be on this? Because it didn't feel like something that P Cash would necessarily kick off. I think P Cash had great energy and a solid verse on his part, but I don't know. I agree with the chat and what Bird said. It just felt like another one of those songs, and it didn't really do anything for me from a listener standpoint of like, oh, this is new or this is interesting and really catch my attention, especially in the first minute and a half. Yeah, it's just one of those things where I think P Cash, you showed up, you did what you needed to do, but I'd say overall the song just wasn't for me. I would give the song itself a 6.
Sorry, I had sirens going by. Yeah, I thought that I'm kind of where the guys were at with this one. I thought that you had good energy and stuff. You came in and it was almost like a build up. But I do feel like, the hook and everything needs just a little bit more. I feel like I liked your like lower falsetto, like lax, type style deliveries in it. And obviously I love your, traditional P Cash signature. But yeah, I feel like he just needed to match your energy a little bit more. And it felt like that the auto tune was kind of doing that for him. But yeah, I'm at a 7 for this, though. It's still good. I want to hear it fully, maybe, remixed a little bit to maybe get it a little bit more cohesive.
Yeah, I wonder, P Cash, if maybe you were on the first verse and you did the hook, if I would feel differently about it. But I think in the current arrangement, it just didn't set the mood out.
It didn't really come alive until he came on.
Yeah.
And then it went back.
All right. Next up, Classy. Hold Up. Got some
Hold
ass
Up.
cheeks there from what looks like a dancing eggplant or a ghost of some sort with legs.
One of Casanova's bridesmaids.
There we go. All right. Here's Classy with Hold Up. Shout out Classy.
Wow, 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 wow. Yeah. Oh, wow, 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 wow. I was chillin', never thought I'd catch you. You walked in, whole room turned. Tryna play it cool, but my guard. Now I'm scrolling through your pics like conversating different, we ain't talking just you been reading thoughts, I ain't even writing. Feeling like fake, I'm caught in tryna slow it down, but your love got girl, you sacred, I ain't tryna fake it. Get my heart once, now I'm scared to misplace it. But you hold it down like it's wrapped in patience. You ain't even know, but you I just wanna say hi to you. Got me falling way deep for you. Heart beating out the blue for you. Saw you smiling from across the room. Didn't know what I was getting to. Now I'm dreaming every night of you. Met her up and I want shine like you. Radio 1 got the vibes are true. You the piece that I've been running to. Caught up in the moment, got me thinking about forever now. Used to keep it distant, but I'm tryna keep it tighter now. Touch her on my circuit, girl, you're dipping down the weather now. Healing ever worn, I've been carrying like a ladder walk. We don't need a level, we just moving with intention. Late night cars on the love and the fashion. You don't do too much, did got my intention. Got me in the field, shit, that wasn't my intention. Told myself, never let them in close. But you real, girl, you more than the most. Got me rethinking everything that I wrote. Horse call harder, but you got me to grow. I just wanna say hi to you. Got me falling way deep for you. Heart beating out the blue for you. Saw you smiling from across the room. Didn't know what I was getting to. Now I'm dreaming every night of you. Met her up and I want shine like you. Radio 1 got the vibes are true. You the piece that I've been running to.
Shout out Kleptoman sharing his bathroom routine with us. Bowels clean, folks. Keep your phone in check. Prostate cancer is a thing. All right, I think that we got a little dance outro there. That was Classy with Hold Up. I simultaneously love and hate this song. I love the potential of it. I do not like the vocal effects, especially the chipmunk alternating, because I couldn't really make out what was being said. And I think that there is way too much reverb on your verses, which just made it sound like you were in an empty swimming pool and you're surrounded by twerking women, but you want to let us know via rap what is going on. But that said, I love the vibe of the beat. I love what you did lyrically and arrangement wise on top of it. I just was not a fan of the mix with the reverb and the vocal effects. Therefore, I will give it a questionable 6.5, but if those things were tweaked and adjusted, I would definitely give it an 8 or above, depending on how the final mix sounded.
I'm the same way. I hate the chipmunk. Like, throw that shit into the sun. Dear God. And I love the beat. The beat is like driving here. And I just think that the mix did you a little dirty, because I'm not mad at like what you were saying or what you're doing. Like, especially in the slower parts, I think it was kind of the strongest when you're just like kind of settling in, comfortable with the twerking around you. You know, it's kind of like if you go to the strip club and you like confidently go up, you sit down at the rack and you put like a $100 bill up on the rack and you're like, or if you're the guy who, I don't know, goes in, sees the pretty women, you're like, you go immediately to the bathroom and shit your pants. That's the difference between the two here, and you want to be the guy who confidently comes in and puts his money down. So I'll give this a 6.5 where it's at, but there is a lot of potential.
I liked it overall. I thought that you had a good vibe and tone to your vocal. I feel like I thought it was a baby voice. I'm like, take it out. I thought that was a meh. Pardon me. Sorry, guys. I feel like the hook has a good, like, fun vibe. Like, it reminds me of like a club song that's playing, when you're going through the dance floor, like, just, but then I still feel like it kind of has a chill, like, house party vibe. So I could see different, like, places where I feel like I would hear this at. I feel like you had a good fun change to your flow, and like to bring it into the hook pretty well. But I do want the baby sounds. The effects are too loud. I feel like your vocal is not done justice in the mix. So I definitely would remix it. But yeah, I'm at a 7. I thought this was good overall.
Shout out Classy. All right, next up is Kuiper. The last song that he submitted, Bird said sounded like he was fighting Dracula, and that inspired him. So here's a quick little interlude or something. Doesn't know. Dracula ass beat. I love the lore here.
I love that I get reminded of what I say because I forget as soon as I get off here. So shout out Kuiper for remembering.
Shout out South America.
Wow. Love this already.
Dracula. Can we please just communicate? Waste of a world when oh girl, I'ma get it late. Pop another pill, nothing's real, I can't feel my face. I'm a bloody mess, and you're a bloody wreck. Dreaming about you, I'm crying in my sleep. Walking this hard road, there's nowhere I can't be. Wondering why you've been thinking about me. I really can't know, something's wrong with me. My sleep, walking this hard road, there's nowhere I can't be. Wonder why you've been thinking about me. I really can't know, something's wrong with me. Dracula, 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 Dracula. Dracula, Dracula,
I hate
like
that.
Like
blows,
that?
It blows chunks. That is the worst Kuiper song I have ever heard.
Wow.
Never ever get inspiration from what Bird says ever again. Please.
I take it back. No, more of this.
It's a 3 from me. The strings are too loud. Could not hear you over the strings, and just the song was just unentertaining and uninteresting. I loathe the last 3 minutes of my life. 3.
I couldn't disagree more. I feel so honored that was made, based on offhanded, stupid comment I made. And I'm proud. I am a proud father of Dracula, the beat. Listen, yeah, like remember how we were like, oh yeah, you need to mix like with your speakers, not on your phone. I think you went back to the phone for this one because yeah, the strings were just entirely too loud. The vocals were not at all present. But I'll say this to me sounded dope. Some of the best drums, parts of the strings, like I really like that cello piece. That part was sick. Like there's a lot to like in this. This is probably the best Kuiper beat I've heard. But the issue is the mix. Yeah, there's like a high strings in there that you just probably should just take them out. But they kind of clashed with everything else in the beat. So if you remove that one layer, I think just the cello and the drums and maybe one more thing, like a high pad or something to add atmosphere. Yeah, man, that beat is sick. And I think I like what you did if I could fucking hear it. I'm going to give this a 7 to encourage you to continue on with this one.
I liked it overall. I just felt like the mix was fucked. Like it was not great. I think that it was probably one of the worst songs I've heard of yours because of the mix, but I feel like your vocal and stuff from what I was hearing through all of the, like, it just felt like you were underwater. And so muffled. What I was hearing sounded like you had good tone and everything. Like I like this style, but I really couldn't hear what you said except for Dracula repeated like 100 times at the end. But yeah, maybe expand on the parts where you are just doing the Dracula for like 4 to 8 bars, and do something there, and just go back through and like make your vocal present and not sound like it's being put through a shredding machine. And then stuffed underneath bales of hay. But yeah, for where it's at, I'm at a 6.5. I didn't hate it. I just really hated the mix.
So I hated it and the mix. My 3 was to encourage you to never do that again.
Well, opinions are like, what do you say, Dice?
Onions. They're gross.
Starfish.
Next up.
Where are you getting that, Nikki?
I'm like, that's what he says.
Next up, The Fallen Dove, Dead by Dawn OG.
OG Kush.
Have we heard this before?
You know what? I need to revisit Blade. I think we all should.
Blade
maybe
the
that
movie?
could be a family, maybe that could be a family movie night in the server. We'll watch Blade, the series.
Wesley Snipes Blade?
I actually did watch Blade because I like vampires.
There you go. Yeah, do a little rewatch on the VC.
Chat, y'all want to watch Blade?
Fall asleep.
Yeah, best idea I've had.
No.
Cody Nash, is the new one gonna have Wesley Snipes? I didn't know they were making a new Blade.
It's been delayed like 3 times.
I wonder why.
All right, I think we got it. That was Fallen Dove, Dead by Dawn OG.
No Wesley Snipes. I bet he'll show up as like a vampire or some shit. He'll show up as something, make a cameo.
I'm sure he'll have a cameo, but I know he's not the star of it.
This beat, Fallen Dove. I don't mind the percussion. I think the 808s and the drums are strong. I don't know if that's just a loop and I'm giving you more credit than credit's due, but like that part wasn't bad to me. I think everything else felt a bit basic. Like the strings, it all felt like the progressions were kind of not that interesting, and the choices in the sounds just felt a little amateurish. I guess it works. Like, I'll give it a shruggable 5. It's not offensive. I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either. I thought the drums were cool. I like the 808s, but I don't think that the melodies sound amateurish in comparison to the drums, and then the drums didn't have any chains up in them, so that made those sound a little bit more novice. But I think the drums were the standout component of the beat. It's just the melody choice. I don't know whether you tap that in yourself or not, but man, I go back to what I said like a couple months ago. I was like, I think producers of all shapes and forms shouldn't be ashamed to just find some cool loops, samples out there and just use those. I don't feel like everybody has to piece everything from scratch and sound like we're playing with Casio keyboards. So I would take those drums and I'd find a super cool sample pack, a loop pack, and throw a better loop on there. You need a better melody. I'll give it a 4 where it's at. It's better than Kuiper's bullshit, Dracula shit.
5. I feel like it just feels a little bit basic, a little bit, loopy. I liked the percussion stuff too. I feel like you could have done a little bit more texture, dynamic, sound, on the synth or piano type stuff. Just a little bit of a lift, especially to really make the melody not sound so loopy. Something just to change it up and just bring it a little bit less basic, I guess. Maybe give it some, unexpected, builds and lifts and such to unloop it so much. But it's not a bad start. Definitely just try to work on those other layers that are in the main melody parts a little bit more to just make them a little bit more unique. I'm at a 5.
All right, next up, Unit has a newer version of the untitled voice chat song that they pieced together last time. I don't remember the third person. I know it was Unit, Fallen Dove, and maybe Birdcage. But this time it has Passive and Cyclone on it. But hold the press.
Shout out to ZG.
Yeah, ZG, thank God, has saved us from 6 minutes of who knows what the fuck we're getting ourselves into. And got a beat here. Is it a beat?
It's kind of like that. What is that? Insurance, where the old man, the fishing pole, and the dollar. Like, oh, you almost got it. Oh, you almost got it. Oh, Unit, we almost played you. Yo,
almost.
Better luck next time.
ZG, Flashpoint. Let us know anything that you want us to know while we listen to this. Shout out to you. Welcome to the stream. Way better than that Kuiper beat. Letting that shit go.
I'm gonna stick up for that Kuiper beat. Oh, okay.
That was ZG with Flashpoint. Flashing lights. Who wants to go first? Anybody?
Nikki.
I like
Nikki?
this overall. I know you were gonna say that because I haven't gone first yet. Well, I've gone first once. I like this overall. I feel like it had a good fun build up in the intro, and then it had good fun build ups and soft moments throughout it. In the different parts of the pre-hook and such. But I do feel like that Michael Myers sound is a little bit, daunting on my ears, like the din 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 din. It just after a while, I feel like it's a little too much. Maybe pull that back in certain parts too a little bit more, or turn it down, mute it, modulate it, do something to it, so it's not so prominent in the moments that it is. I feel like I don't almost want you to take it out because I feel like it does drive part of the beat, especially with the style that it is. But it's just a little bit too sharp for me and too present. And I feel like as an artist like on this, it might be hard to flow with that specifically. And it might be too competitive with me, but I like this overall. I think that the beat, it has a good structure and everything. I do feel like maybe a little bit more variation in those moments where it's too much of that. But I'm at a 7. I was going to give you 6.8, but I think that it's not that it's a bad sound. I just think that it's what sound it is. Like, I think that's necessary. It pulls, it's like it's the rug man, keeps the room together, but you got to do it right.
Don't walls keep the room together?
It's from The Big Lebowski, and I didn't even say it right because, yeah,
Okay.
I'm not sober.
I agree about that one sound. I think you could lower the volume on it, maybe like 5 decibels, and it would feel a little bit better. It just feels super sharp when it comes in and out. Other than that, I like the rest of the mix and the arrangement pretty good. I wasn't quite sure how I felt about the change up towards the end. Like, it worked transition wise, but it wasn't the kind of transition that I really, I guess, mentally expected. So I had to get used to it. And then by the time I got used to it, it was time for it to go back. But overall, I mean, you generally always have a solid mix. I just think that one main lead sound / melody is a little bit too loud in comparison to the rest of the composition. And I would say turn that down, and it's okay. I'll give it a 7.5.
That was kind of my big issue. I wasn't honing in on any one particular sound. I was just like, some of these sounds are just way louder than others. The kick came to mind, that stabby one, the Michael Myers, as Nikki put it. I think the whole thing just needs normalized. You know what I mean? Like, you could literally run a normalized filter, and then already it would be like, I think, fix all of the things that we're hearing right now. Right? It sounded like parts of all of them were just too loud in certain spots. So normalize, get the layers right. I like all the melodies. I like the beat. I'm going to give it a 7.5.
Word. All right. Let's prepare for the next 6 minutes of our lives. Here is the Fallen Dove unit, I think Birdcage, Passive, and Cyclone on Untitled Song version 2.
Of course, Passive hopped on.
So glad I did not submit a verse for this. So glad.
Make it 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's the last thing that I need to hear on the review show is Bird is torching me for like being on a 7-person song yet again.
Look, we've got some long ones coming out against my wishes. I never wanted the 7-people song, but people are like, So just saying, we'll put our money where our mouth is, but no more 7-minute songs for White Collar Rhymes. Not that I'm on, at least.
Unless you pay us. Still like the beat, though.
Klepto's like, when can I go up? Is this forever?
I just realized
Forever
sometimes you need to
song.
look in the mirror and give
yourself a purpose.
Now accepting tips.
Cause it ain't up to anyone else to wake you the fuck up in the morning.
We got some tips. Send them in now.
I'm drowning again, and it's my choice. At the bottom of a fountain, finding gold coins. But it's pointless, out disappoint us. What did I expect? Fights over text, argue over calls, hair and tear files. I'm sorry, sweetie, please leave me, get myself bleeding. Pain is fleeting, with drugs I'm cheating. To numb I'm feeding. Baby, it ain't your fault, but you gotta bet your top. Baby, we gone too far, I'm causing you this harm. Baby, look at my scars, they ain't your marks. So forgive yourself, please, and forget, baby. I'm good when you're good, I'm good, we understood. Calm down, you're shut, and love you like I could. We made mistakes, drunk and high sex. Want a baby to bake in your belly neck.
You're thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
Erase all the mains and just have the backing layer. Is that what you were thinking? Dove's backing layer sounds better than any song he's ever put out. Like his singing along to the melodies. I'm like, oh, do that.
I was just wondering what he was doing with his tone. He's like it's just the wavering tone of like voice cracking, and I don't understand why you would go for that approach on this and not run it back and try something different. Even I'm not going to put the whole burden on Dove. Like, Unit as the producer, the executive producer of this, and people are sending you verses blind. You need to listen to what people are doing, and you need to guide them where they need to be on this song. Like, ultimately, the final product of this falls on your shoulders. So if there's something that's not right with this, regardless of the artist doing bad, like, you need to go back to the artist and say, hey, I think you can do better. Like, that is your role as the producer / engineer, is like, I think you can do this piece better. And you should have gone back to Dove and said, I think this can be better.
What I don't get is why Dove can't do his background as his main. You know what I mean? He's singing fine. He sounds great. He's harmonizing. He's hitting the tones he needs to. At this point, delete the main, keep the backing vocals. That's his part.
I feel like it's because he's not saying words. Something about having to actually construct words makes him want to put it in some sort of weird pitch, and it always throws it off. Right, Nikki?
I was like, I hear you can do it.
Okay, all right.
Feel like I'm floating off the lean, as they cold like a fucking machine. I got no more heart, honestly, and I'm scared to be me. I don't wanna be me, but they wanna be me. Like they see me on TV and they got me screaming, cause they dragging me down. I don't wanna be around, but I gotta sing my bird sounds. I gotta sing my bird sounds.
Yeah, I'm feeling feelings as strong as the mixed feeling of pot with rock. You at the bar, I'm at the ceiling. I'm tired of concealing, fishing rod that's stuck, reeling the smallest fish, when all I ever wanted was the big thing. I sit alone in my room and I'm sipping psilocybin. On the side I keep a whole ounce and I'm not trying to hide it. I'm growing tired, so I'm starting to light it. Got a thought inside my head, then I'm starting to write it. This is poetry, the space inside my mind when I find a way to express myself. Yeah, the thing that helps. It's thinking of a way to clear my mind when I'm also trying to express myself. Fucking hell, I'm J. Cole on the roof. The under rules compared to elders still in school, but fuck the rules. Check the jewels, only thing that's on my chest is what I'm going through, and the necklace of the woman that I wanna go to. Yeah, I'm feeling fear of falling, cause the oxy almost ended what I thought was my calling. And the weed really got my insecurities forming, hanging out with people that will not be here in the morning. I'm not sure if I wanna be the next up in the rapping or the coffin, but I'm blessed, kinda messed. There's gotta be a reason that I felt this passion deep inside of me, so my conclusion is I gotta give my best.
Of course I'm finna be pissed off, you ain't know my soul bitter. Some lines got crisscross, ballad of a go-getter, barefooted in quicksand, sink swim, go figure. Rather take a loss than go out a fucking dope dealer. Medicine for pain, cocaine dreaming. Never saw the light though, you stopped breathing. I just wanna fight you, I wanna get even. I don't like you, I'm still grieving. Yeah, my ego took a trip, skated past memory lane. I ain't never been equipped, I was forced to learn the game, and now I'm new here. I don't know nobody that made it out that grew here. 6 months since New Year's, chemicals in my body, I relate the true tears. How that shit the moment I be stepping out in new gear. Big up to my shawty, hallelujah. Tattoos and role playing, Karma Sushi. Plenty nothings into something, assuming you understand. And I've understated my role, I'm really in upper management. Fuck all the damages, Mother Nature will handle this. Mother, I've been a bad man, look at all the cameras. They would always be mad at us acting an ass. Summer I would cut grass and triple my cash. Now that I'm in my bag, you bitches get back. Moving on, open motherfucking hands, get smacked.
Commas and zeros, got the mind pressed. They dress to impress, but they still a mess. But the wrong hand, now they play the fool. Got all these clowns looking for a feel. Taking millions with a digital sport. Shoot my shot, playing on the court. In the air like Nike signing dotted lines. Checkmark, checkmate. Got them playing on the sides. Feels like I'm gonna go too fast. Don't wanna see me on the slow mode. Feels like you're going too fast. Don't wanna see you get no promo. Don't wanna go away in my past. Don't wanna get you singing on the no. Gonna go blow tricks in my past and leave you all so low. Gonna leave you with a bounce. Birds reaching through the fight. I'm still reaching. Every wound's a lashing edges deep in my core. I'm still rising. Watch me sell a story. Take the hits. I'm still standing. Build my throne from the pain and fall. No trend's gonna hold me at all.
I'm feeling fine today, I'm feeling fly today. Don't come outside cause I'm gon' sling that Draco sideways. I can't waste no time, I take my time and I'm gon' find a way. Lil' shorty fine, she on my mind and I can't find her waist. I don't got no time for hate, I don't got no time for snakes. I don't got no time for all that lying, get that out my face. I don't got no time for all that crying, I'm trying to pick up the pace. Speaking of pace, bitch, I need my fucking pesos. You can't compete cause I eat beats just like I'm queso. I keep a wheel of cheese on me, call that a bankroll. I can't believe these mini me's think they can see the things I see and speak the things I speak. Feel like TNT, I make the tape explode. Think I need to take it slow. Think I need to take it back to the basics and change it. Whoa. Think I need to take it back to the basics and change the flow. Then maybe I can take it slow. I just gotta get faded though. Hey.
I'm trying to change the world, but I can't change. I'm trying to change the world, but I want change in purse. I'm trying to change, but it take pain, and I can't say the words. I think I made it worse, but I still slay my verse.
All right, that was Untitled Song by The Fallen Dove, Unit, Passive the Rapper, Cyclone, and Nuggo. Who would like to go first? Don't all jump for joy.
Nikki's
Oh,
talking,
fine.
she's just muted.
Oh.
All right. There was a lot of shit here, man. Yeah, you filled my page. But I didn't flip to
Hey.
So, so the first, who was first? Dove?
Yeah.
Dove, yeah.
Okay, trying to get the order. I have them numbered. So, it's felt like at certain parts, and you guys kind of already talked about this a little bit too. I didn't really speak. I feel like you need different layers to help pad your vocal, because it doesn't feel like some of the notes that you were trying to push with your diaphragm were really coming, which means that your vocal control needs to just get improved. Do vocal exercises, expand your lungs, run, different things. I fucking hate running, so I get it. But do different things, hold your breath sitting there, do things to try to expand your lungs, so then you have better vocal control and you can hold sustained notes, so you don't feel and hear you wavering, because I feel like even in some of your rap you're wavering. That'll help with that too. But I feel like in the background, when you're not having to emphasize the words as much, because it is just singing, it is a lot more on key as well. And I think that this overall was, a better one for kind of most of the people on here that I've heard before, actually. So who was number 2? Because I don't think I know who that was.
That was the Unit.
Okay, well, I thought that they had a really good flow, good, emphasis kind of, and the good emotion that they had and stuff throughout it, which is the kind of stuff that we kind of asked some of these other guys for. Same thing with Passive, like, obviously their emphasis, inflections, tone, all of that goes into, the performance and making it engaging for people to listen to, and that's kind of the stuff that we always ask for from some of the other guys on here. I'm kind of glad y'all teamed up on a song together. And I feel like number 2 is another person that you guys can learn that from, because I feel like they had, maybe I kind of want layers all throughout it. I feel like it's lacking a lot of different layers or just dubs. But I feel like in they had a good tone, but they just need to have a more balanced low end as well in theirs. But definitely someone to learn from flow wise and delivery wise for giving an engaging tone and emotion and everything. Passive sounded great, fun, emphasis, inflections, had good, serious, deep lyrics, and had a serious flow in it, but was still kind of played with it, which is something that he's really good at. You can kind of visualize him, when you listen to him, because you're not paying attention to other things. So then number 4, I'm pretty sure was Cyclone, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like Cyclone, and this is probably one of the best times that I've heard him for when it comes to the structure. You had different, structures in your verse. You had different, flows in it. So you were on beat more. I feel like you definitely need more emphasis as well on your, words and stuff. So I understand that, that's something that you've been working on for a really long time, and getting just some more emotion in it will just naturally make it feel more emphasized, like almost highlight the words in your, if you're reading your lyrics, highlight them, and it might help you just really just put that extra oomph behind them a little bit more, and it will help with the emphasis on everything, getting those deflections and everything to make it kind of flow more cohesively. But this is probably one of the best flows that I've heard you have. So I'm really glad that you guys all kind of teamed up on this, and your falsettos sound better than a lot of your other flow in it for me. For the last one, yeah, had, oh shit, where the fuck did I even write this? Fuck. Oh, I thought that number 5, I thought that you had, really, really good flow. I thought that same thing as kind of some of the others. I feel like the ones that had the better flows needed the dubs on it as well, in certain parts to really emphasize a little bit more. But I feel like it was good overall. I'm going to give this track overall because of, I think that there's a lot of improvement in this track for a lot of the people in it. It was fucking long as shit. Don't do this again to me. But I'll give you guys 7. It wasn't terrible. And that's because you had some good people on here that really carried a lot of this track. I don't know, maybe a 6. No, I'm gonna get you say, oh my god. It's because
I'm laughing because Kuiper tipped. Klepto's been freaking out because he's like almost there, and people keep on tipping.
I'm like, I was at a 6. I was at a 6 originally, but I feel like
Kuiper.
because this is probably one of the best flows I've ever heard Cyclone do, where it was even if it was a little bit harder to discern and understand still, it actually flowed, and it wasn't like you kept on track and on syllables, which makes me know that, these guys are helping them. So I feel like that's something that deserves it seems like there was probably a lot of work actually put into this that we haven't seen them do more of.
We also got a tip. I think it's from.
Sorry, that was such a
Vampire?
long. I'm like, I'm gonna make this short. No, that was like 10 minutes. Bye.
I'll make my shit real to the point. Dove, the backing layers were the best I've heard. The main parts were an improvement, but still got work to do. I think the mix, like you're just peaking in the mix. Like the voice is cracking. There's parts that are just too loud. Like it doesn't feel comfortable there. So I think some work, maybe a re-recording or a remixing of that part. Unit, good shit. I liked this. Again, comfortable. One of the highlights of the track. Cool flow. Like your lyrics. Still have a lot of like pops, right? You still have a lot of. So that's just one part of it. Yeah, I basically beatboxed here. I'm really good at that. Who's next? Passive. Passive was dope. Again, I think him and Unit played really well, but Passive had too much reverb on his verse. Vocals were too wet. And then when you had the two Passive layers stacked on top of each other, it was fucking chaos. It was too much. So one of those layers, either turn it like down or just take it all the way off. Like I don't see any need for an entire other layer to be like that. But, Passive be doing passive shit. So that's my take on the passive verse. Cyclone, this is probably the best singing I've heard from you. Definitely an improvement. Some clarity there, some actual like hitting of tones. You're like going out further than the buoy and continuing to swim. That's great, man. Keep pushing. I think it still needs some work, but you're moving in the right direction. And lastly, Nuggo, I think that this was another solid piece. I don't know how much changed since last time, because again, I still hear those all the pops still there, but liked the flow. One thing I have to call out, I don't know if I heard this correctly, but did that motherfucker say, I eat beats like I'm queso? I eat beats like I'm queso? I eat beats like it's queso? I don't know.
Yeah.
If
That's
either
some
of those are
cannibal shit.
if either of those are true, delete that shit, start over. Redo the entire verse.
You don't like
Scorched
queso?
earth. I love queso. I think if that's what you said, delete it, try again. All right, and that's my piece. I'll give it a 5 because it's now 6 minutes, and we could chop off 3 verses and make it a 8.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if y'all heard me, but also right before Kuiper gifted a sub, we got a tip. I believe it's from Vampire. Vampire, if you're there, or if not, if it wasn't Vampire, whoever tipped, can you confirm who it was? So you'll be up next, and then we'll get to Kuiper, and then maybe if there are no more tips, Kleptoman. As for this song, I'll keep my stuff short. Overall, I don't think this beat is for 5 people to get on. I think this is not a 5-person beat. This is a 1 to 2-person beat. You kind of dragged it out, not only with everybody having a verse, but everybody doing some semblance of a hook as well. I think all the hooks should be removed, because my problem with Passive's verse is it just became too long. And like Bird said, with that double up layer, it just became chaos. And I was tired of listening to it. In order of who I felt did the best, Unit, Passive, I think it was a tie between Nuggo and Cyclone, and then Fallen Dove. Tone's just totally off in Fallen Dove. Cyclone, I know you'll probably never give us credit, but it was finally good to hear you actually lean into the singing instead of like forcing hanging notes. You actually hung the notes and you hit them. Still a little bit choppiness in some parts of the delivery, but yeah, when you actually go out and you try to sing, it does sound like singing as opposed to like, halfway doing it. So kudos to you on that. But yeah, this is not a 5-person beat. If you're going to use this beat, I would say use it for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, then change the beat up in the middle on like the third person's verse. But this was like dragging on way too long, and you guys need to stop adding people on it. At this point, you need to start taking people off. So again, it goes back to you, Unit. If you keep collecting verses at this point, it's your fault.
He's like, I got an updated remix. 10 minutes. Come on, come one, come all.
The last
give me
thing
your tired, give me your poor and hungry.
The last thing that we need is another 100-man cipher like DJ K Slave put together. Don't need it. All right. But my rating, I'll give it a 5, just because I think that the good parts of this are outweighed by the things that are dragging it back. The duration, all the people who did good, their mixes are off. All the people who weren't as good, their mixes sounded fine, albeit their performance wasn't as good. So it's just too much inconsistency here. So I'll just split the difference and give it a 5. All right. Okay. Nobody confirmed that they tipped via PayPal. Going once, going twice. You sent in $10, and I wanted to make sure that we played your music.
Did we do 2 P-Caches?
No, he only posted 1.
Oh. P-Cash, you still out there? Let us know.
What is Zach's tip?
Well, while Dice is figuring out the technicalities of this could be a good time to mention that we've got a documentary on the way. Fucking
really?
Next Tuesday. Burr, burr, burr. There it is. Yeah, a White Collar Rhymes documentary. Who would have thought? On Amazon Prime, on fucking Apple TV, on YouTube Movies, wherever your little hearts desire to get on-demand movies, wherever you say, click, yes, please. Even Amazon.com, you can buy a fucking DVD. I like DVDs. I'm an old school guy like that. Retro as fuck. NBA Jam. So, yeah, Tuesday, baby. Shit's coming out. Bunch of artists staying together in a mansion. Will they fight? Will they fuck? Will they create even one song? Who knows? Tune in on Tuesday.
If you pre-save or purchase it, maybe that could hop you in line.
Could be that too.
For a sub days, a Wednesday show too. So let us know.
Can you pre-save it? I haven't seen the ability to
you can
pre-save.
pre-purchase it.
Oh,
absolutely.
All right. All right. Nobody claimed the $10 tip, so we'll just play Kuiper's track.
That was like so ready to be heard.
I don't know what started out. I think my parental settings got turned on again. Did he swear?
Huh?
It's all stars.
No, Klepto. Klepto, I'm not letting you claim somebody else's money. I'm sorry. This isn't lost and found.
This fucking guy.
All right. Kuiper said that he's glad D-Bird liked the Dracula beat. He and his friends rolled a wheel and he had to make a beat sampling those little tube kid toys that make funny noises when you bend them.
I don't know if we have those in the States.
I think it makes a little, whatever. You know what it has it's like a tube and there's a sliding thing in it and it makes a sound.
Oh, yeah. That's dope. That's dope.
No, it's not.
Let's see what
No.
he did with it.
Okay. All right, here's drama. Maybe we'll play this twice. It's only a minute 30.
I get crunk to this.
I'm out of control. Zanny, help me out. Girl, you save me now. Girl, get out my house. Trey gon' save me now. Trey gon' save me now. Those pills gon' save me now. Those pills gon' save me now. Not too much to drink, plus some other things. Wanna run away? It's such a dirty feeling. Don't want no drama, shorty. 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 Said you hate me when I'm sober and you hate me faded. I can snatch you any chain and jack you a Mercedes. I don't want no drama, shorty. I don't want no drama, shorty. I don't want no drama, shorty. I don't want no drama. I'm out of control. Zanny, help me out. Girl, you save me now. Girl, get out my house. Trey gon' save me now. Trey gon' save me now. Those pills gon' save me now. Those pills gon' save me now.
That was drama by Kuiper.
I mean, chat said it already. Shit's out of key. You know what I mean? Like it's the piano, it's the synth. Like the drums were fine, and I actually liked the sample. I think it was a pretty fun attempt. I think if you spend like 20 more minutes figuring out, what key it's in, how to match that shit, this could actually be pretty fun. I'm not mad at your vocals, and I think you did just kind of a fuck around, like, let's do something fun. I think it was that, except for everything that was out of key. I feel like I got to give it a 5.5 for what it is.
Yeah, definitely off key. I feel like the beat feels like a Nickelodeon beat. But I feel like it's obviously short. You need to remix it, rekey it, check the key, check the EQ or whatever you got going on. It just all feels a little bit off. I'm at 5. Work on it more than 10 freaking minutes, man. Respectfully.
Kuiper, I will give it 0.5 more than the last garbage that you posted. I'll give it a 3.5. Here's why. I respect and I recognize that there wasn't a lot of effort put into it, so I'm not going to put a lot of effort into critiquing it because I don't feel like this is something that you would go back and recraft and refine and retool to a finished product. So just from a standpoint of here's something that I threw together on a spin, sure, maybe a 5, but just from holistically underperformed, underdelivered, 3.5. Let's play it again before we get to Klepto Man. One more time.
For what it's worth, I've always thought it would be dope to sample those things. Now you just gotta, do it better.
All right. Klepto Man. Kinesis.
Dude, okay. Klepto's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No, but like, imagine if Kuiper like used a real beat. Didn't insist on being a dick and making silly beats.
No, I mean that was gonna be my initial feedback. Is like I wished it was a song on an actual beat, but I also recognize that music doesn't seem like an end game for him, right? It just seems like something he's doing up until I reach a certain age where I grow out of it, like it's a toy, and then I'm going to move on to something else. So I'm not sure. I'm kind of formulating in the back of my head, what kind of advice do I really give a person with that kind of outlook on music, right? I can't inspire you to keep going as a career if you don't want to do it past 18. So, maybe investing in actual good production is not the right feedback. So I don't know.
I think Klepto wants us to go to a different one.
I will play whatever the fuck we want from Klepto. We're not worried about what Klepto wants us to do. I don't even see it.
Promised me, and then Kinesis.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Being shipped off to Ireland for engineering. So I guess that opens up a question: is you can't be an engineer and make music at the same time?
No. It's too many things. Too many hats. You put a hat on a hat? No.
I believe you can do that. You can put a beanie on a baseball cap. You can put a hat on a do-rag. That's so much work.
I can't.
All right, I'm calling bullshit. You see, like
You can put a do-rag on a hat.
right there, that's my day job. I spend like a good 50 hours there, and then I just move right here and I do work. It's saying that's too much work. That's just being a lazy artist. That tells me you're not serious about music, which kind of goes back to what I was saying is like, what guidance do I give you to inspire you until you're 18? I don't know. Because if you feel like having a day job and doing music is too much, then I don't know what to tell you other than give up.
Inspirational.
Do what you can when you can.
Wow. Fuck them kids, says Dice.
I mean, hell,
All you can do is try your best.
I'm realistic. Like if he feels like it's too much to do a day job and do music, then I'm not gonna like force somebody to do it, because then he's just gonna make uninspired music. So yeah, I mean, have fun with it until you're 18. Then that's the best advice I can give you. Oh, you won't give up now because I said so? Well, all right.
If it's something you love, you'll find time to do it.
Prove me wrong then, bitch. But no, man, you make dope music, so it'd be good to hear you actually like treat it like something that's not going to go away in a couple of years.
I always feel like your name
beats
says
is a pain in the ass.
All right. Gosh. Can we just end the show now?
Probably should, right?
Yeah, I think.
Is there any other news stories we had, or
you guys hear the one about All right, here's Klepto Man. This is called Promised Me. Promised we would play this. So it's not dubstep. Ooh, okay.
This beat got jammed by Klepto.
We both know that it won't work. Both know that it won't work. that it won't work. We both know that it won't work. Both know that it won't work. Everything you promised me, nothing like I thought it'd be. Everything you promised me, nothing like I thought it'd be. Everything you promised me, nothing like I thought it'd be. Everything you promised me, nothing like I thought it'd be. Baby, won't you come a little closer? Oh, baby, won't you come a little closer? Won't you come on over?
Right now when I ramp with people, look at me eye, now you can see the evil. What? This a the top shot sequel. Tight like my grandmother girdle. Tell them on it now we circle. And if you walk, unacceptable. When lyrics are fresh and I recycle, cause when we touch down we unpredictable.
Baby, won't you come a little closer?
Predictable.
Baby, won't you come a little closer?
Predictable.
Won't you come on over?
What is it about society that disappoints you so much?
Fucker told us that it was like more things.
Is it that we collectively thought Steve Jobs was a great man, even when we knew he made billions off the backs of children? Or maybe it's that it feels like all our heroes are counterfeit. The world itself's just one big hoax. Spamming each other with our burning commentary bullshit masquerading as insight. Our social media faking as intimacy. Or is it that we voted for this?
I'm hating this part.
Not with
so
our
much.
rigged elections, but with our things, our property, our money. I'm not saying anything new. We all know why we do this. Not because Hunger Games books makes us happy, but because we want to be sedated. Because it's painful not to pretend. Because we're...
Baby, won't you come a little closer? Baby, won't you come a little closer? Won't you come on over?
Right now when I ramp with people, look at me eye, now you can see the evil. What? This a the top shot sequel. Tight like my grandmother girdle. Tell them on it now we circle. And if you walk, unacceptable. When lyrics are fresh and I recycle, cause when we touch down we unpredictable.
Baby, won't you come a little closer?
Predictable.
Baby, won't you come a little closer?
Predictable.
Won't you come on
Klepto, man.
Another one snatched by Klepto.
Promised me. Klepto, I want you to know, despite anything that I say, you should feel special because I think you're the only one of the few producers that we just play everything all the way through because don't know what the fuck we're getting ourselves into. Can I go first? I would give this a 10 if you took out every single piece of shit vocal that you threw on here and that section where you just had the ramble about Steve Jobs, it was shortened to like a quarter of what it is. I would give it a 10 for the production alone. There's just so much going on with the vocals and I don't know why. Like, I understand sometimes it adds atmosphere, sometimes it adds story, sometimes it helps progress the beat, but it's just so much. Like, and then it jumps between like UK drill rap to like soft, sultry, like singing to like, I'm going to give you a speech about Steve Jobs and how to look forward to the future. And then back to the vocals again. It's like, it's ADHD on crack and on steroids at the same time. Like, I like your production. Simple statement. I don't like your production when you overdo it with vocals that you think are telling a story that is just a huge distraction for me. And if you were going to leave the vocals on here, I would just leave the female vocals, take everything off. But that one little rant about Steve Jobs, shorten it to the last 5 seconds. Like that one little statement right before you have the drop. That's all you need. You don't need a whole tirade, a whole rant of like rambling, because at that point I started to tune everything out. I'm like, I'm done here. And I heard everything that I needed to hear, because after that, it was just basically some of the same elements that you had already done before that anyway. It was just a drop and then boom, back to the same stuff. Didn't even really change up. So that is my advice to you, is that really and truly less is more here. I like the beat. I don't like everything else that you did on top of the beat. So where it sits right now, I would give it a 6.5, just because it's just so distracting and it becomes boring at a point.
I wanted more variation. Check. Yeah, I wanted more variation. I thought that it was like a good, fun, like, club song background. I feel like, it kind of had like, some ethereal vibes with the different samples and such. I want more builds and drops, more variation throughout it, to really make it, feel a little bit more attention grabbing. I feel like the sample is a little bit too long to be in the middle. Maybe breaks it up throughout it, and maybe use that as like, don't like completely cut the beat out. Like just use it throughout it, intertwined with the female sample and stuff that you have. Maybe a little bit at the beginning, Enzo vibe, like just not in the middle of a vibe. You can't break out of a vibe for that long, because then people leave the vibe. But I feel like, yeah, you need to have a lot more variation in it. I'm at a 7 for it. I didn't hate it. I think that it would be a lot better with more variation in it. I like the concept of it overall and the feeling of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kuiper, aka Red Loves Python, Dice, like everyone commented, like technically, like the mechanical parts of the production they sound good. The structure of it is insane. It's audio whiplash. What are we doing here? Are we doing, sweet and sultry? Are we doing UK drill? Are we doing dubstep? Like, what the fuck is this? Are we doing some, political fucking podcast? Like an entire podcast episode happened in between the two beat drops. Like, I don't understand. It's crack DHD. Yeah, man. Everything just needed to be tightened up. The first part, like as you're kind of warming up before the vocals come in, shorten that in half. The women's section, that's my favorite part. I'd say lean into the female vocals and maybe find like another parts of that song. Like if you're going to make a song, right? That's what it is. It's not a production at this point. You have vocals, you have like a hook part, you have like bridges. Like if it's a song, make it a fucking song. And if it's a song, don't make 4 songs, right? As it's structured right now, you basically had 4 songs. 2 of them were in the main sections of it, where it's the chick part and then the UK drill part. That's like, let's call it a hook and a verse. And then there's the podcast, and then it's the same hook and verse again. It's like a rapper repeated the same verse again. You're like, why are you doing that? Don't do that. I digress. I'll get off my fucking soapbox just to make it very simple. Lean into the female vocals, take off the stupid UK drill rap, and shorten everything, especially the part in the middle, but everything can be cut in half. This song needs to be 2 minutes and 30 seconds or 3 minutes. Max 3 minutes. 8.
All right. Well, that was our show. Your other one doesn't have vocal. I'll give you a 10. Well, we'll find out next week on this episode of the review show.
The White Rapper Show.
Oh. Man, that was a tough watch. I don't ever want to do that.
That was so good.
No,
that was
bad.
So good. Dude.
It's bad.
The White Rapper Show on VH1. If anyone has not seen it, I think they're all available on YouTube.
Don't watch it.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. There's an N-word chain. And it's not worn by an N-word.
Well, it's because she uses it, and then it's like, what? All my people back home say it, and they're like, you can't do that.
You don't reward someone for doing wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, here's my pass, guys.
And so they give her a chain this big that just says the N-word, and they make them go mini golfing. I love that show.
Okay. All right. Well, that was our show. We're going to get out of here. We'll be back Sunday to listen to the free submissions, and we'll be back again next Wednesday, day after the documentary drops, to celebrate with the subscribers.
Fuck yeah, we will. Maybe we bring champagne.
Maybe we bring some of our
or sport drink.
Sport drink.
Brought to you by Kirkland.
Hyman.
Who?
Hyman.
What? All right. Yeah, we're getting out of here. See y'all later on the flip side. Adios, farewell, all the other good stuff. We'll be on the Discord. Check out the documentary August 5th. Check out D Bird's album August 1st. Check out my single August 4th with Nick Bone. I don't fucking know. What songs are coming out? Bye.